How to shut a party down for good. I posted this as a reply on another here in Pro Revenge, and figured maybe it needs its own. So my dad is an old amateur radio guy, ham operator, and when I was about 13 to 14, my family was living in a shitty duplex while our new house was being built. We had decent neighbors on the other half of the duplex, but every time they went away for the weekend, often, their 18 to 20-year-old son would host these huge parties, and did not give two fucks about noise complaints. We would call the cops, they could come, turn it down, but the music would get turned up right away when they left. One night it was getting especially out of hand, and the cops never came to deal with it. Late into the night, my dad gets up, pulls an old radio of his out of the storage closet. All his gear was packed up since he didn't have the room for it or his 60-foot antenna tower in this little shithole duplex. He pulls about 20 feet of unshielded wire off a roll and starts running it out the back of his radio, along the wall, up about 5 feet, back down, across the wall some more, up again, and back down. He knew where the tower speakers were located on the other side of the wall from having coffee the neighbors. He keys up the mic and we could hear the click come through the wall. He then shouts, "Turn that shit down," into the mic, and it came back through the wall louder than I could hear his voice while standing next to him, and about half of down is replaced with a loud whump noise followed by silence. Cooked the amplifier for their stereo. Skipped right past any protection circuits inside it. My dad had an ear-to-ear grin before we had douchebag son pounding on our door. My dad opened the door and this kid starts throwing punches immediately. Called the cops again now with an assault report and suddenly they show up in minutes. My dad didn't press charges, but the cops made him apologize, and when his parents got home they made their son pay for the stereo. That was the last party he ever had. TLDR, my dad cooked the neighbor's stereo with RF interference because their son was an ignorant douche. Update, so I didn't remember it perfectly, but was pretty close. My dad threatened to blow it up. Kid thought he had. After all the attention here, I asked me dad how it went down. Here's a screenshot of our chat. Not as pro anymore, but still a good story. https://i.imgur.com/e56gx2k.png